Hey guys, it's your boy Namar here, back at it with another video. What if Naruto was feminine and mistaken as a female part? I think 5. Anyway, so we're gonna be starting with Naruto. He's gonna be going to a council chambers where the Hyuga clan elders are there. With Hayashi knows the clans. And so they go on through like the trivia stuff with the civilian council. But this is where Naruto says, "Oh, Hokage-sama, I would like to report something about the Hyuga clan, basically." And so everybody stops. Not everybody stops and they say, "Naruto, this what everything goes. What about the Hyuga clan?" Well, did you know that the cage bird seal that they use is actually a Uzumaki seal that we use on prisoners in order to make sure they don't try to run away or try to attack the village or anything like that? Which did call a lot of people's attention. They're like, wait a minute. Like, some of the other clans are like, wait, hold on. So they just stole the seal, basically? And then Naruto then says, and even if they was given the seal, they were supposed to check in with the next Uzumaki hair or clan head. Which, therefore, they did not check in with my mother due to, he's gonna say, I know they did not check in with my mother about this seal because in her diary, she wrote about how there's this weird shit going on in the Hyuga's clan branch family that she doesn't believe, which she believes was the cage bird seal. Which, after talking with Hayashi, I realized that y'all stole our seal. So therefore, there will be a penalty to this, right, Hokage-sama? And Hiruzen nodded his head, and he looks at the elders of the Hyuga clan with a death glare. And this is where Hayashi goes, what does my clan owe you, Naruto? Naruto then says, I would like to have Hinata Hyuga part of my clan, but not only that, you will give me Taijutsu scrolls to help train her. And y'all pay a fee of 50,000 Ryo. Oh, no. He's going to say 1 million Ryo. Which the elders like, this is outrageous. But then this is where Naruto says, how long have y'all been using our seal? Since what? Mito Uzumaki? And I'm pretty sure I know she would not give y'all that seal. Which then they kind of pale. They're like, I could really make this a lot worse. Do you really want that to happen? They shake their head. And they said, which now they kind of grit their teeth because now they just lost the cage bracelet. Oh, and this one Naruto says, oh, and you would take off the cage bracelet off of everyone. If you don't know how to, I will take it off. I have recently been practicing on applying and unapplying the cage bracelet. And so, Hiruzen looks at Naruto and goes, wait a minute, what you mean by, like, you've been practicing it? He says, I've been practicing the cage bird seal, curse seals, and, like, a lot of different stuff. This is where Hiruzen goes, Naruto, what level in Funjutsu are you? This is where Naruto says, well, remember, I'm a Uzumaki level 6. This is where Hiruzen goes, right. This is where Naruto then says, oh, and Gigi, I have made some new bracelets, food pills, chocolate pills, and a chocolate bar, which I will basically put on the market. And the civilian council like, no, basically, like, who knows what you could have done to them, basically. This is where Naruto, he goes, well, listen, these chakra pills works on everyone. I even have Hinata-chan and I'm gonna say Kurenayuki to test them out for me, which they both agreed that it works. And so therefore your argument right there, civilian council member, is invalid. And this is what she says, I have these bracelets. And she shows them her bracelet. It has basically a lot of abilities that I will let the ninjas, I will only let ninjas know once they, or like have instructions on it once they pick it up from the set. I don't know where I'm going to sell them at yet. I'm probably going to choose the Higurashi weapon shop since they're very nice to me, which will have these bracelets, and I would recommend you getting them. Also, I will have a place for these cloaks. Remember Gigi? And then Gigi goes, or Hiruzen goes, what cloak? Again, can you show everybody? This is where because Hiruzen is smiling, he likes having Naruto to basically tell him stuff. This is where Naruto take out the cloak and he'll activate it. He goes, well, in this cloak you can't see me. He goes, you can't see me, hear me, touch me. You can't use a dog jutsu. Like, you can go ahead and try your elders and like that, elders and I don't know, actually, but you won't be able to find me. So they try to use it and they can't find them at all. This is and then Hinata would take off her cloak and Naruto would also take off his cloak. This is where Naruto then goes. So as you can see, I would be using this cloak only for build level missions. And no, I do not plan on letting anyone less than Umbu get these. And they're going to have to take a screening by me personally about the cloaks. For the cloaks. Everybody's like, wait, what do you mean? Like, then Naruto says, well, I have some other members of my clan from the root. And I helped them get their emotions back. But not only that, they are also guarding these cloaks. And before you can even grab a cloak, there's a little lie detector and also a hint machine. Basically, so if you go through it, you have to give the reason of the mission, which the Hokage will also inform you ahead of time if he does have Umbu coming to do that. Or he will inform the people that's going to be protecting it. And so therefore, if that way we can make sure no one tries to steal the cloak or its documents. A lot of people then says, do you also gotta go through that lying hint test? And this way Naruto goes, yes, I'd make everybody go through it. The reason why I make everybody go through it is because I rather know if someone, I rather like let them know that I'm not, someone hidden until I made it personal. Like, if you don't go through it, you will be killed because I have Umbu guards inside of there as well. This is where Hiruzen nods his head and goes, okay, no, so I'm perfectly fine with that. And so Naruto, he then turns to Eddie and looks at Hiruzen and goes, the Academy New Year should be fairly good for most people. And I'm kind of glad we switched it out because I'm pretty sure now we can build stronger ninjas. It shows it nod his head, and this is where Hinata goes, oh, and Naruto, can I ask a favor? And Naruto looks at Hinata, nods his head, and he goes, I would like to change my name from Hinata Higa to Hinata Uzumaki. And the Hyuga clan elders are kind of gritting their teeth because they're going to try to make Hinata see what Naruto likes in guys or whatever to get them back on his side and to get the cage burst cell back. So yeah, that'll be the end of the council meeting, and this is where Kurenai, she'll basically comes and it's Naruto and Hinata as they're walking on the street and goes, so what type of training are y'all planning to do today? This is what Naruto says. Well, I was planning on doing a genjutsu training while she tries to do a scout training. Since I know she's most likely going to be put on the scout team, I'm most likely going to be put on a infiltration in the assault team. Due to my high chakra reserve, strength, and taijutsu, very good at ninjutsu, very good in genjutsu, very proficient in kenjutsu. I'm basically an all-around shinobi, which I do aim to be. But it's time for me to lean more into my foreign jutsu, medical jutsu, and my trap making skills. This is where Kurenai goes, yeah. So what type of genjutsu training are you doing? Well, I'm trying to make my genjutsu more realistic. Oh, I almost forgot. I forgot to say in the council meeting, Naruto talks about who is the Jinchuriki for Suna. And basically how he infiltrated and that and the Hokage is thinking about giving him more missions like that, but doesn't know exactly when. And if he then says, also, if I feel like it, I will send an humble team with you so they can see how you do this. And this is where Naruto says, if I do that, then I'm gonna have to make a certain type of goggles or something, or for them to be able to see me in the cloak, because even though the other people have cloaks, the other people won't be able to see them. So that gives me time to make the lens or goggles for those. He was on his head. And basically, Naruto, he would go into his training, but then get straight to the project, which he uses full jutsu for, and also to build stuff. It takes him about 3 months to complete this, so this would be around, I'm gonna say, winter time for the academy. Now, they have to stay there an extra 2 years due to the new curriculums. Naruto and Hinata they basically be top of the class, and most people are trying to find out what happened to the shy Hinata, why she's so strong. Basically, all of a sudden, some of the fangirls are getting jealous because they thinking that she also wants Sasuke, even though Sasuke's starting to have a little crush on Naruto. And he been had a crush on Naruto, but he's even starting to gain one on Hinata due to her growing out her hair as well. Hinata and Naruto are now like brother and sisters. Hinata knows that Naruto wants other people to think he's a girl, so basically she treats Hinata treats Naruto like a girl. And Naruto will even hinge like his male body parts to look like a female body part, so that way people doesn't really get the idea that he is a guy if they do pin him. And like I said earlier, his hinge is solid. I don't know if I said that in the last episodes or parts. My bad. I might have. I'm sorry. But Naruto now is he's thinking about Naruto's now thinking about how him and the Umbu team with, I'm gonna say, Snake, Board, Neko, Tiger, and Inu. They're all there to get Naruto special clothes. Naruto says, "Come through the scanner." And you don't really have to do much. I just need to make sure this isn't a hinge of a team. And so basically they go through the scanner. It's no hinges, so that says okay. It's the cloaks. He'll give them the cloaks. As he gives them the cloaks, Naruto then says, "This is how you activate the cloaks with all the seals. You put your chakra through the seals." Now let's basically go. Oh, and here's the goggles. Or no, not goggles. He's gonna say here's the put this on your mask. And basically what it does is like it automatically hooks onto their mask, and they can see. Basically, Naruto go invisible. Be like, you are the only ones that can see, sense, and hear me invisible. No one else really can. Well, no, it'd be like you don't want to get see, sense, and touch me while I'm in the invisible cloak. But I will let y'all see how I do the infiltration, and basically how to make it look like I didn't take documents when I did. Since that's what the Hokage-sama wants me to show you. Because not even Suna knows that they still have missing documents due to what I did. This is where Naruto would basically take them through, he'll take them through the Cloud Village. This is where he finds a bunch of Uzumaki things in the Cloud Village. He's furious, so he takes even more stuff from them, including materials like kunai shurikens, swords, and stuff like that. He'll raid some of their equipment, their money also. And this is where Naruto then leaves. He says, "I only took this much stuff because they stole stuff from my clan." And so they will nod. They understand, that's Uzumaki belongings. And so Naruto says, "Okay, now we gotta head to the Stone Village." And they missed. Naruto basically infiltrate the stone and mist as well easily. He doesn't find anything from Uzumaki. He just gets documents of like how they did their training. It's just basically like how to master their elements very to basically to a high extent. And Naruto will come back with the he'll basically come back with everything. Naruto even find a scroll from I'm sorry, guys. Naruto even found a scroll from the Mid Saiyan called Blood Clone. He will take that mainly for himself, but all the information on their keys, their abilities, and just stuff like that will be basically into Konoha hands. And so Hiruzen, he'd be very surprised at what Naruto did. He even gave some money of the village he took from the cloud to the village, which some of the civilian, which was also in the council meeting, as the Anbu team came back just in time for the council meeting. When they heard that, this is when the civilian council would try to take all the money, but Naruto says no to them and goes, this money mainly is going to the defenses of the village. To be honest, I found a bunch of loopholes and a lot of patches we need to fix up now. So I'm having this money strictly for that. Because there's a lot of breach in our security, like broken pieces and holes on the ground, war areas that happen near our village, or like basically some battle areas that damage a little bit of the just damage stuff around. And so basically they're all like all the shinobi council and the elders are not in their head at this, or the elders that are left basically are not in their head. So the civilian council are kind of just like, damn it, we can't even get money off the demon. And so Naruto he goes on his way back home. Now as he gets back home, this is where he starts his creations of light swords and stuff like Samehada. Naruto then asks hers, and he says, "Hey, Gigi, do you want me to?" And this is after the council meeting. He goes, "Hey, Gigi, do you want me to make swords and stuff for a task force squad of your choosing?" This is where Hiruzen goes, or like weapons for a task force squad of your choosing. This is where Hiruzen goes, Naruto, what type of task force are you talking about? This is what Naruto says, well, I was thinking of a task force that can fight in the air, on the water, ground. Like, I was mainly thinking of, like, I guess these jetpacks or stuff, which basically it automatically generates wind chakra, but it can basically keep us up in the air, and so we can fly and have certain weapons for that. And I was also thinking about an underground team, but with a kind of boat-ish thing. I don't really know how to call it, but basically picture it like this. It is a boat that can go underwater and take underwater fights. We will basically have a better fleet, or I don't know what they call it during that time, but basically they have better control over the seas or the ocean than the other country or mist. And then they could also have a ground division that basically like a no, I'm gonna say those are the only two. And so Hiruzen goes, I think that would work, Naruto. But when you say special, I need to think of people who'll be qualified. This is where Naruto goes, well, I was thinking for the air team, be people that can use like wind and fire jutsus, and for the water team, be people that can use like lightning and water. Well, no, not lightning. You're gonna say lightning and wind. No, water and wind. And so her reason's like, well, we have mainly people that can use fire and earth jutsus. This is Naruto says, well, I mean, how many people train those juices though to use wind and water? You know, Harrison goes, well, we don't really have many wind, but we have some people that can use some water juices. This is where Naruto says, well, I suggest we start training people and using those. That way we can have those task force teams. Hiruzen nod his head and goes, "All right, Naruto, I want you to start making those type of weapons or those type of things." The other Naruto says, "Okay, I will use some of my Uzumaki funding because I'm gonna need 3 more factories next to my compound." After hearing this, Hiruzen will nod his head, and basically, one of those factories, what Hiruzen doesn't know is that one of those factories are specifically going to be made for testing things, as in KK Genkais, because Naruto has found a way to use the blood clones and to inject other KK Genkais. Yes, he's gonna have a little bit of a Orochimaru in him. He's able to inject the KK Genkais to see how it will affect people. And the blood clones are basically I'm gonna make blood clones like they're sentinel people. They have Naruto memories, but they also have their own consciousness, but they also like do what Naruto says. And not only that, they can take like they can still be killed like normal, but their bodies will just drop back as blood, which Naruto can then remake again, but this time find out what's wrong with the experiments due to him also getting the information. So yeah, Naruto will basically do that. And so basically he finds out that if he really wanted to, he can inject a lot of different Kiki Genkais into himself, but he decides not to for the moment due to not needing to be too much overpowered with the already abilities he already has. He's even thinking about giving himself wood release, but he knows right now wood release would be good and all, but that means that he'll have to learn to control it, which he can control sub elements already by himself by combining the chakra natures that he has. But he's thinking like to give him a little bit more of a boost in all of the Kekken Genkais to do that. Now, Naruto basically asks, Naruto basically says, "Hey, Chiji." Person goes, "Yes." He goes, "Well, is it okay if I take myself out of the academy for 2 weeks? I have an important project I want to complete." And Hiruzen goes, "And what is that, Naruto?" Naruto then goes, "Well, there's these, you know how Kune launchers are, right?" This is where Hiruzen goes, "Yes, I know about those. What about it?" Naruto says, "Well, what I want to do is I want to make these Kune launchers, but for Simbones, but they explode." This is where Hiruzen goes, It doesn't sound too bad, Naruto. How long would that take you to make? And this way Naruto says, "I really just needed 2 weeks because I already have the concept and stuff down. I just need to find out how to put it all together to have it working functionally." This is where Hiruzen goes, "All right, Naruto, I'll allow you to do this." Naruto would then nod his head and go get to work. He'll complete it in the 2 weeks as he required it to be. I'm gonna do a non-tie skill for 2 years due to Naruto and the rest of the going to beginning but really tuning level ninjas that are in the academies are now graduating. Now everybody has a higher standard now due to the new and stricter training, which even all the fangirls basically lost being a fangirl, or if they didn't, he basically got kicked out of the academy. So yeah. But guys, I will be ending that off here. I really do feel like this series can be very good. If you do have a ship that you wanted me to try, then please leave that in the comment section. If you do like, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to. It really doesn't matter. I do know once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm gonna try to do a 100 subscribers special. But I don't know what I'm gonna do it on, so I will probably most likely leave that up to y'all to decide what the special would be. Also, be on the lookout because I might drop a new series called Naruto, the blue flash. No. Naruto, the purple flash, and I'm gonna have my reason why I say purple, but you will find out eventually. Peace.